Hello, welcome back to Unknown and Talented. My name is Jelan Abrams, and if you're watching the visual podcast, you see that I'm a little more dressed up than usual. Got a little collar shirt on because this episode I'm about business, and I just want y'all to know how serious I am. So I made sure to wear something that shows that I'm about business this episode. So currently we're in the middle of the year. We just hit July. Happy new month. I don't know why people are not excited about every single month. Happy new month. When the New Year's hits, everybody's like, Happy New Year. We're all excited about going into the New Year's. But when each month comes around, that excitement gets less and less and less all the way up till Christmas. And now we're all hype again for the New Year. But I feel like we should be hype every single month. You start off the year with your New Year's resolutions, your vision boards, your gym memberships. I'm not bringing this with me to New Year's. I'm cutting this person off in the New Year. We have all of that ready for January, and then when July comes, it's like all of that went out the window. We totally forgot what we were doing. I just think about the gym, for example. I go to the gym a lot, about 5 days a week. When I went in the gym in January, I was like, yo, I'm not coming back to the gym. This is too crazy. Like, people are in there. Every single machine is used up. People are using it wrong. I saw somebody using a leg machine for their arms. I'm like, yo, what is going on right now? And then now I recently went, the gym is empty. It's empty again. Now I get to use whatever machine I want to use. I could go to this machine, stop using that, go to the other machine, come back. There's so much room to walk now because people forgot about their goals. They started off all hype, all excited for January. And now July comes and they realize how hard it was. They thought they could just go to the gym. They see all these before and after pictures. They think this thing happens overnight. It's easy. They don't realize how hard it is. And you might not realize how hard it is. And you quit. But I'm telling you now, yo, it's time to refocus. It's time to refocus. I had a lot of goals in the beginning of the year that I haven't accomplished yet. But I'm not going to quit. Because I know that we have 6 months left. Let's say it was a total screw up the first 6 months of the year. You still have 6 months left to turn around. When I went on my fitness journey where I went from being skinny to a man with full of confidence, body looking right, it was 6 months. Exactly 6 months. So if anyone knows that anything can happen in 6 months, it's definitely me. I was able to change my life around in 6 months. And that's how much time we have left here. We have 6 months. What you have to do to refocus, you have to remember why you set that goal, why you have that vision board of vacations, of wanting to go to all these different places. You have to remember why you decided to do that in the first place. And that's going to help you get refocused to get right back to it. You want to go on vacations. You didn't go anywhere yet. It's been 6 months. I haven't went anywhere yet either, but I'm going this month in July. But, you had this idea of going on vacation. I want to travel more for the new year. And you haven't done it yet. You had an idea, I want to make sure I get in shape. You don't go to the gym anymore. You want to read a book a month. You stop reading. You want to make more money. You're not thinking about that new business. So I just want y'all to remember why you decided to pick these goals up that you did in the beginning of the year and make sure you just get back on that plan. A perfect example of setting a goal and not going after it because it's too hard is waking up in the morning. You go to bed, you set the alarm. I want to wake up at this time because I want to make sure to get something done in the morning early. The minute you wake up, you press that snooze button. You failed already for the day. The first thing you've done for the day was press snooze. You failed. And now your whole day is going to go downhill after that. That's not how we want to start the day. That alarm goes off, you got to get up. You just accomplished the first goal of the day. I read a book one time called Make Your Bed. And pretty much what they were saying is the minute you wake up, you want to make your bed because you just completed the first task of the day. Your first task of the day is a success. And now you can compound those successful tasks throughout your day to have a successful day. So now you're in bed, your alarm's going off, you press snooze, you just failed. Your first task of the day was a fail, was snooze, was delaying your dreams. And then after that, 3 snoozes later, you don't have time to make your bed, so you didn't make your bed either. So now not only did you press snooze, now you didn't make your bed. Now you're rushing to brush your teeth. Probably forgot to brush your teeth because you're rushing and making your breakfast and rushing out the house. You know, we set a goal and we realize how hard it's going to be. We quit, and we can't do that, especially not pressing that snooze button. You got to realize that some people didn't wake up in the morning. Every morning, somebody didn't wake up, and you woke up in the morning and you decided to press the snooze button because you want to go back to sleep. I don't know how many people after they press the snooze button they wake up. I don't know the number on that, but I don't want to test it out for myself. If I hear the alarm and I wake up, it's a brand new day, it's time for me to get after it. I'm not pressing that snooze button because who knows? You might not wake up after that. I'm just saying, you never know. A lot of people pass away in their sleep. And if I'm up and it's a new day, I'm excited. I'm jumping up because I want to go after my goals. So that's the first thing. The first thing, if you set an alarm, you want to wake up early to get something done, get up right away. Start your day. The next thing you have to do is cut out distractions. Any distractions that you have that's not helping you accomplish your goals, you got to cut them off. The same way you say, I'm not bringing this person with me to the new year, you start cutting people off. You clean up your Instagram following list. You clean up your Facebook following list because you're not bringing them to the new year because they didn't help you. They were a distraction. So what we have to do, we have to find those distractions. Because right now we already have 6 months. We have a 6-month window of seeing what worked, what didn't work. So you know what worked. You know what things were successful. You might have had a really good week. You marked up all your goals, and the next week after that, you decided that I'm tired and I don't want to do it anymore. So you probably have success that worked throughout this week or success that worked throughout this 6 months. So now you have to figure out what is stopping you from accomplishing the goals. You might be just chasing these women. You might just be chasing these men. You might be so worried about them that you're not worried about your goals. And that's a big distraction because so many people are worried about their love life. They're trying to chase love, or they're just trying to chase a one-night stand. And that can take up a lot of time, a lot of energy, texting the person, talking to them on the phone. And that's time that you can go after your goal. Go after that business that you want to start. You got to make sure, if it's a distraction, cut it off. Your friends could be the biggest distraction in the world. We all have friends that are not aligned with what we're trying to do. They're great people. I'm not saying nothing bad about them, but they might not have the same goals you have. They might not know think about how important it is to become an entrepreneur and start your own business. They might not like that, which is fine. But you have to know that, right now you're a distraction because you want to be chasing tail, and I don't want to chase tail. I want to chase my business. You might have to cut them off. It's a distraction. It might be social media. You're on Instagram all day. You're on TikTok all day. You're on YouTube. You're on Netflix. You got to cut it off. It's a distraction. Think about TikTok. The clock is going. It's wasting time. It's here to take as much time as you have. And your time is the most precious asset. People pay for time. You think about, let's say you're making a trip across the country. You can drive. It's going to be cheaper, but it's going to take a lot of your time. Or you can take the plane. Or you can take the jet. The jet, you're going to be there in a few hours. You take the car, you're using a lot of your time. So you got to realize how precious time is. So you got to make sure you find these distractions, what these distractions are, and cut them off. So you can use that time for productivity. So now that we find the distractions and we pretty much got rid of them, we cut them off. Now it's time to make a new plan. When we made the plan for the New Year's, we made it out of a mindset of being excited to chase your goals, not thinking of the work we have to put in. Now that we know we have a visual of what that work looks like, we can make a new plan. We might have made the plan way too hard and we have to change it up. We might have to scale back what our goals are, which is fine. That's not saying you failed. You still tried. You tried it. It didn't work. Scale it back a little bit and then go after that goal. We might have made it too easy. We might have been hitting the goal every month this year. So now it's time to ramp it up a little, make it a little more challenging. But my main thing is we're in the middle of the year. Is you have two decisions now. You have a decision to say, forget it, I quit, and just live that ordinary life that you're living, that you're tired of, that you're sick and tired of, or change up your plans. Go after the goals. I don't know if y'all know that saying, yo, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Are you not sick and tired of driving into work and sitting in traffic all day to get to work, to be mad at your job? Aren't you tired of that? You had a vision of being an entrepreneur, of starting a business, and you're just throwing it away. You don't know that business that you decide to start can make you say, yo, I don't need this job anymore. Going to this job is losing money for me. Now you have your own business, and you can be proud of that. But we have 6 months. We have 6 months to change our lives. And then our goals for 2024 are going to be actually different goals. We always set goals, and a lot of times it's the same goal we had from last year because it didn't happen. Now it's time to get some new goals. So finish this year off strong. You have 6 months to get yourself together. So something that I've been trying this year for the first time is actually set quarterly goals. So each quarter, I have a new set of goals. I set a goal in the beginning, the first quarter of the year, then the second quarter. Right now we're in the third quarter. You're able to look back at those goals, see what you accomplished, what you didn't do, and change those habits up. Like I said, you might have to scale stuff back. It might have been too easy, but now I have a goal here. So then now my last quarter, it's time to, push it. But the reason why I did that is because the only way I can make sure I stay on top of myself is breaking it down. A year's a long time. 12 months is a long time. Now you're breaking it down each quarter, you're reevaluating what you did. And that's what I'm trying to teach you today. Reevaluate the goals that you set in the beginning of the year. Get that vision board out the closet with all that dust in it. Unwrinkle that paper that you wrote your goals on, your New Year's resolutions, and go after it. It's not too late. Okay, so my name is Jelan Abrams. I know this episode was a little short, but I just wanted to just put a little fire under your tail to say, yo, keep going. Just push. Just a little more motivation to push you through the rest of this year. Because, man, this podcast is about to blow up in a minute. So I just want to make sure I throw y'all a little bit of gems to keep going because my goals are crazy. And I just want to make sure the goals you have go crazy as well. All right, but I'll see you next week. I'm not wearing a collar shirt next week because this thing is hot. But hopefully I enjoyed this episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening to the podcast, make sure you rate it 5 stars, please. And wherever you see this at, if it's on YouTube, leave a comment on what you're doing. Y'all gotta make sure y'all show some love in the comment section as well. Like, we gotta have it back and forth. I need to know that y'all are actually doing this and trying it and, change your life. But again, like I said, my name is Jelan Abrams, unknown and talented, and we are out of here.